Alright boys, in today's video we're going to be playing against the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA Cup. It's going to be the game number 5 with Miami Heat. Of course, we also got Jaylen Brown in the lineup and it's going to be sick. Without further talking, let's jump in and let's win this shit. Let's get it, come on. Alright, let's get this shit. Where's our boy Jaylen Brown? There he is. Come on, Jaylen. We got Jaylen Brown in the last game. So in today's game, it's going to be our first game with Jaylen Brown. And it's going to be sick. Already a poster, bro? Hey, come on, Jaylen. Instant pass. First shot. Book it. Come on. Even though last week they got eliminated by the Knicks. He was actually pretty decent. His team kind of let him down, no cap.
Shoots over Walker. Adebayo with a steal.
Come on, Tyler. Hit at 3. Alright, 2. Alright.
Shot on the way. Hero.
Okay.
And those jumpers inside the line, I mean, they're layups for a guy like Hero.
We need like 20 points. Not even 20, like 15 points a quarter.
Up top,
to get 60, bro.
Foul called on the way up. So
15 a quarter. That's insane.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops it first. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a
buzz
in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think.
What? How the fuck did that one?
All it takes.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Good, can't get it to go.
All the way corner.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3
pass
from
it
the
back.
floor. Pass to the machine.
Pass from Jaylen. Instant triple.
All the talk around the NBA, Grant, that quadruple double from MP.
I still can't believe he did it, BA. MP doing it all for his team. And everyone in this crowd is here to see him tonight.
Alright.
Miami, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start.
Ankle braked. Bye-bye.
Again, it's Miami from deep.
Wow, how about the start to this game?
Pick them ankles.
Shots, capitalizing on everything the defense is giving him. This is great stuff.
Charlotte again missing.
Listen, we know the mid-range
to Jaylen. Corner 3.
But you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And the basket.
Bro, 6-1 and 3 is insane. Already? It's crazy.
Charlotte has gone 0 for 2
Alright,
from
Melo.
outside.
Bro, Melo. IRL, bro. Melo, you gotta change teams, bro. No cap.
Just can't hit anything.
Like, change, go to another team, bro. You can't be playing in Charlotte, bro. Like, for real. Change your team, bro. Go to another team. Don't get me wrong. Charlotte Hornets is a pretty nice team to like nice kids, nice location. But yeah, basketball-wise, fucking ass.
For Brandon Miller, that's a huge part of his development.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Now here's Ball, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Miller outside. For 3.
Alright.
And the three-pointer goes.
We need everything more now, bro. We gotta be popping right now, bro.
Heat leading by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
Nice triple.
The machine in their last game against the Raptors had a huge game. He added 61 points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple double. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight,
come on,
but
Jaylen.
he'll try.
For free.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top
9-1 and
that
5.
tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute.
He's okay
when he's on his A
for now,
game,
I guess.
He just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like
Miss it.
you know the
No, he
difference
doesn't.
tonight.
Fuck.
They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thank you, BA. Even though it's still early in the season, the Miami Heat front office is getting things done. I'm told they were able to land Jaylen Brown. It's not every day you can add a former Finals MVP to your roster, and most of the time, those guys are locked in such a dynamic force at both ends of the floor. Brown is clearly someone who elevates everyone around
nice.
him. I'm told they're
12 to 6 is decent.
What he can do on their roster.
But
Joms, thank you.
we gotta do better than that. We have no steals, no nothing.
Up again.
Damn.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
All right.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so
Corner.
much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the ball.
Light.
The machine. His shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Yeah, you can see the impressive vertical of LaMelo. This guy gets to the cup and slams it home.
From downtown. It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
All right, come on.
Miller outside. Let's go with a 3. No good there.
Damn.
Here's the machine. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. On
18.
target from range.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon.
First quarter done.
And so
They pretty much scored a lot. From like 18 points.
Advantage heading into the break.
We let a lot inside, bro. No cap. Hopefully we're not on the bench. Like, bro, yeah, bro. Again, like every second quarter we are on the fucking bench. Like, damn.
Decided to change it up.
Okay. Melo's not playing though.
Hornets trail by 17. On the floor for Charlotte. Miller is out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Salon in at the 4. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Miller's got 16 points.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And the basket by Brown.
Jaylen Brown, the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Puts up a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Giddey. The rebound by Ware.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's the machine.
Bing bong.
Heat, another 3.
Ooh, this guy is as high as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen
No,
Brown.
bro. We can't get rebounds, bro.
What you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded.
Easy.
Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
Back to Giddey. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
I think you can start to feel their frustration
Fuck, I
mounting
didn't see
with
it.
every missed
Pass it back, bro. I didn't see it at all. I didn't see how many fucking things I have, bro. Damn.
Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive line.
Walker, he's
Didn't want
checked
to
in
do
for
that at
Miami.
all.
Tyler Hero comes in for Davis. House, he's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for Giddey. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game.
Surely not. Again, bro, Melo can't miss.
And the change for the Hornets. Giddey's checked in for Miller. There's Davis with the 3. He drops it from range. Davis has got 5 points now this quarter.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Hero outside. The 3. And the Heat.
Yes, sir.
Another 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Charlotte. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
It was textbook protection in that game.
Oh my God.
Taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
The machine, his shot is good.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Yeah.
Pass to Richards.
I mean, it's decent because
Back to Giddey.
don't got no rebounds, bro.
Doesn't go for him.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Another from three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
In transition. Here's Hero. And
Nice.
again, it's Miami.
You got another steal. That's good.
This is how you finish off the fast break. Hero, great at taking initiative in these situations.
Here's Ball. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Basket counts.
Nice.
Davis has got 7 points.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Damn.
And so it's the Miami Heat making this
We're doing
game
decent.
no contest.
We need more rebounds,
They've poured it
definitely.
on
That's
early, and they've never let up. It
that's
hasn't
pretty
taken
bad
them
what we're
too
doing
many
right now.
shots to get.
And let's move to some recent
all right, here it is. Heat received Jaylen. They got Zaire Williams and a 2028 first-round pick.
Appreciate.
And we welcome you back as we get set to bring you second half action from the NBA Cup. Well, the Heat's shooting an out-of-this-world 77%.
Triple.
They've got Jaylen Brown. And Adebayo is out there with Walker. Then there's Tyler Hero. And it's the machine in at the point. That's the group for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Ball no good.
Okay.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Nice shot by Walker.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Miller
Can't
outside.
really predict Melo, to be
Right
honest.
side.
I can't steal the ball from him, bro. Straight up.
Here's House, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a
Oh,
game.
damn, Melo.
Shot goes.
Well, LaMelo Ball in the catch-and-shoot game, he says, I can get off the ball as well.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage?
6'7".
Well, BA, he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates.
Damn, no
His
foul.
height and quick decision-making are real weapons.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they
Oh,
absolutely need
cooking.
his productivity.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Brian, the way he sees the game makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch.
Okay.
At this point, Brandon Miller is getting whatever he wants on the offensive end. Defense better step up.
Ooh,
Nice.
took him no time at all to get that one.
I feel like we're not going to get a triple-double today for the first time in a while.
Each guy is
No
willing
cap.
to make the next pass.
Ball no good.
Bro,
They
oh
really
my
have
god.
a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Hero with the bucket.
Okay.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
I can't miss Melo.
Looking to get it going.
Damn.
And
Bro,
he was
what?
fouled while in the act of shooting,
What?
so he'll take 2 free throws.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Of course, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
The BA, the length of a forward, and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
Like,
Counted from distance. The machine's got 42
play
in the
with me.
game.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Ball. Rebound
Nice,
Miami.
finally.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Hero with the bucket.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
The 3 from
All
Ball.
right.
Again,
Nice.
the miss by the Hornets.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering
Like,
from that.
Connect
let's
from
get this shit,
downtown.
bro.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense.
Right.
He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight. Well, 2 long
No
range
rebounds?
balls in the first, but that's stalled
Bro.
out right now.
First personal foul. Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good
Right.
things come to those who take good shots. And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Okay.
And Salon gets it to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from
Damn.
these two, taking pride and making plays.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no
I pass it to
answer.
him, bro.
Well, that's the
Hit
whole
it.
point, isn't it? If you space the floor,
Bro,
well enough,
come
it's
on.
almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one
Nice.
thing every player is searching
Light.
for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Richards. Now here's Miller. Lets it fly from 18. And here are the
Oh my
Hornets with another
God, bro.
bucket.
Well, Brandon Miller working without the basketball, but as soon as it finds his hands, boy, he is shot ready.
Fuck.
Shot by the machine, no good. Charlotte's gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And here's Richards. Fires the 3. It's
right.
rebounded by Burton. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Ware,
Okay.
that's good. Ware's gotten his second bucket on the night.
48,
And the
4, and
defense has no one to
17.
blame but themselves. I mean, they just let
No
him get
rebounds,
right to the
bro.
rim.
To
Oh
me,
my
this has
God.
simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and
Okay.
focus all night long.
Here's the machine.
What
It's
the
off from
fuck?
three-point range. Miller outside. Here's Salon. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any
Damn.
scorer crazy, especially with the
Close
defender
one, though.
getting a cushion.
At the end of the third
All
quarter,
right.
a
Fourth
huge
quarter.
lead.
Hopefully we are full 5 minutes in
And
and
it's time now
not
to
just
bring
a
you our
low.
State Farm assist to the game.
You
Stop
have
the
to
game.
love his unselfishness.
Sir. No, please not a lot. Oh, okay, no, only 50 seconds.
Making a change
That's good,
here.
that's good, that's good.
Hood's checked in. Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. On the court for Charlotte, they've got Miller. Also Josh Giddey out there. And it's Salon in at the 4. And he makes it.
Boy, it looked like the defense was
All right.
perfectly positioned,
Come on,
outstanding
straight.
contest. Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Oh my God.
Davis misses.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to
Hit it.
reap the rewards. You
Nice.
just have to stay with it here.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Miami.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end.
Let's go.
Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
And they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy
Okay.
runs, that's big time.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Damn.
A shot by the machine, no good. And Giddey has got the ball here for Charlotte. That'll
Okay.
wrap up the short 2-game road trip. Pass to Miller. Here's Salon. Hits the trifecta.
Bro, god
There's
damn,
some
like miss once, like,
to his offensive
bro.
game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Davis from long range.
nice.
Trey.
20.
And just totally
20
relentless.
assists.
Only increasing
It's
the
not bad
intensity
at all.
level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock
Bro,
in on
why
the
you
moment
fouling,
and play
bro?
the right way.
And we're starting to see some big contracts for NBA head coaches for us.
Well, PA, whether we are talking about player contracts or coaches' contracts, the cost of business
All right,
is
come
the
on.
cost of business.
Straight up.
And coaches, to me, earn every penny. Because what happens
Nice.
when teams underperform? The first fall guy is typically
50-20.
that head coach. I
It's
have
cold.
zero problems with the salaries.
Grant's checked in for Davis. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Heat. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. The Machine. And
Nice.
it's good. Off the back rim and in.
We need 10 more
The
points.
Machine's got 53 points. And here's
10 more.
Ball. Here's Miller. That three's off the mark.
Nice.
Here's the Machine. Guarded by Miller. Oh, got that one up quick. The
Okay.
Machine's got 8 points in the quarter.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him
Run.
at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And
Nice.
again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Miller outside. A shot to stop the run. Rebound
Nice.
Miami. The
Forming
Machine's got
rebounds.
rebound number 8 now. Pass to Larson. Here's the Machine. Guarded by Miller.
Oh.
Shot by the Machine, no good. Charlotte's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
All right.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Heat.
Man, they were in a groove
Nice.
from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw
Yes,
an
sir.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left
Miss
between
it.
them, but it must feel great to take the first
No.
lead.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for the Machine.
He ran things with precision.
go.
Great
One
command
more
of the
rebound, bro.
offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Ball outside. Pass to Toppin. Miller, he's open.
No.
Charlotte, no good
Fuck.
that time either.
We
This
got
has
maybe
not
one
been
more
his
chance.
best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to
All right,
save your
come
best
on.
for last. Tonight, they've done that and
Bro.
then some.
Shoot it.
Stop the drought.
Please.
Pure
No.
from 3-point range.
Oh,
All right, come
Brandon
on.
Miller showing off his range right there.
Okay.
Out of bounds.
Fuck.
It'll go to the Hornets.
They got 10 seconds to shoot.
Substitution on
They
the court.
might not be even shooting. Maybe.
Here's Ball.
Fuck.
So it's the
All right.
Heat
No
winning
triple
this one
double,
easily.
but a
And
double
they
double.
advance to the championship
Bro,
round.
1 assist
Just
only,
one
bro.
win away
Fuck.
from hoisting
Fuck.
the
That doesn't matter, bro. We
NBA
could.
And you know, it should
We
be an
freaking
intense
could.
matchup. There's a lot on the line between the cup, the prize money, and the chance to hang
All
a
right.
banner.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Okay. But yeah, boys, it is what it is. We kind of cooked them, to be honest. Unluckily that we didn't get a triple-double, but that doesn't matter. We still cooked 66 and 20 or 21 assists. That's actually insane. But to be honest, it is what it is, boys. Thank you so much for watching. We see you next time. Have a great day. We see you then. Till then, and bye-bye.